Oh, I'm sat down in a low seat. Should I put some up my bum? There you go, a little bit higher today. Guess what? No sunglasses. Freaked you all out, right? What is it with sunglasses? Yeah, there's a few people in the world that believe sunglasses are not very good for you, and I kind of believe that too, because I squint even when my sunglasses are on. So what's the point? And it's true to say that we should be able to look without sunglasses and build the strength in our eyes. I sun gaze quite a lot, so even that, my eyes are actually getting stronger every day. I'm reading menus, which I couldn't do before, so I drink a lot of carrot juice, and that really works and helps tremendously. So here we are today in the not so sunny, but just came out 5 minutes ago, Bali. We're in Four Seasons. I've had some breakfast this morning, come from my little hotel to here because the view is to die for. So I sit and just write my book, my new book coming out soon, The Power of Moldavite. It's a beautiful day, and I've got to say the people who work here, which are 600 people who work in the Four Seasons, are absolutely beautiful. They know me by my name, they're really kind and caring, and it's almost feels, I get embarrassed, when it's so much love, but I've got to accept that that's the way these things are here. People are used to that. I'm not, and I want to get up and start cleaning the table, and I often do clean the table, and they get very upset with me when I clean the table because it's their work, but anyway, it is what it is. Today's a beautiful day, guys. You can hear the music in the background. That's typical Balinese music where the dancers dance with their eyes. It's just amazing. We had 3 Balinese girls at 12 years old, I think. Their father brought them, and they danced for the Heart Healing Retreat as a special treat one night. It was amazing. I filmed it on Facebook Live, let everybody watch. It was just beautiful, and they dedicate their lives to the dance, and they have to have serious faces, and they can't open their mouth to smile. So it's all about the expression. It's beautiful when you get to learn about it. It's beautiful. Okay guys, today's topic is going to be one which is quite heavy, and you're going to probably get angry with me, a lot of thumbs down, a lot of angry people because of this subject, but I'm going to try and tackle it in the best way I can. Over the years that I've worked with many men and women regarding this topic, it is a very delicate one. It has many different avenues, paths, and I'm not going to hit yours identical. So when you're listening to me talk about this, you're either going to get angry because I'm not answering what you want to hear, or you're going to think, well, that's nothing to do with how I feel. So I can't answer every situation with one message. So what you're going to have to do is bear with me and try and open yourself up, listen to the message, and take what you feel from that message will help you. Because it's impossible, I can sit in front of 100 people and I could spend, 2 years talking to each individual person about the same issue they have, but in different circumstances. So what's today? Here we go. Living in the shadow of somebody that your partner loves or loved. It is extremely challenging if you've ever been in that situation, and I have been in that situation, and I think to a degree, I think we all have, right? If you think about it. And what that means is, I'm going to break this down really silly, but this is how I am. I'm really silly, and how I see things is in a really silly way, but bear with me and just go with this, okay? Okay, I had a business once, and that business for the first 2 years was doing so well. I was making so much money, I was enjoying myself, I was loving those 2 years. I mean, those 2 years were the most beautiful 2 years that I remember within this business. And the business I had was like having a baby, you look after your baby, you feed it every day, you nurture it, you take care of it, and and this baby grows and you grow fond of this baby. Well, that was my business. Anyway, the following year, that business didn't do so well. And the following year after that, it didn't do so well, and didn't do so well the following year. But For those 3 years that it wasn't doing well, and I mean not doing well, and sometimes I couldn't even afford to eat anything, I was eating Rice Krispies, it was doing that bad. I look back now and realised that within them 3 years, I was holding on to the 2 years that I had the most beautiful and amazing 2 years of happiness, success and fun. And I realised that them 3 years was a struggle, and it was so difficult to let go of my baby because of the possibility of it could come back again, and it could be beautiful and it could be amazing, and that's how it was, and that's what I want again. When in truth I look back now and think the most wisest thing I should have done is realise that at the moment business isn't doing well, is sometimes to let it go and think, well, there's a reason for this. Well, the reason why I say that is because I also believe that that's true when it comes to people we love or we have loved. I have known many people who have come to me, men and women, who have sat down with utter pain and devastation because their partners always bring up a love that they used to have or they used to be with, and they know deep down that their partner still has a great feeling for them. Bit like my business, remember? That feeling of love and what it could have been like and what it was like and that amazingness. And they hold on to that and they measure it to the partner that they're with without realising. They don't realise that. So whenever there's a complication on an issue, they always bring up that what could have been with an old partner or a past partner. That too is also true to say that if a partner dies and they've loved that partner up until that moment, and then they go into another relationship and you live in the shadow of somebody who's passed into their life, that is one of the most challenging things in the world for anybody to step into the shoes of. But really, if we stop for a moment and really look at this in a deeper way, there are two things where I think is really relevant to this. One, we have to respect what we had for the time we had it. It is a beautiful thing. But if something happened that went pretty bad and wrong in that relationship, and you are still holding on to that relationship because of the memory of how it used to be, it's extremely damaging for you, because you can't ever move on with your life. It's impossible, because you are measuring everything else to that what you believe was your life and what it should have been and what it could have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And that is so dangerous, because if you think about it, if you really believe in the universe and really believe that synchronicity brings the right people into your life and all of those things, and we have to say goodbye to certain people for certain reasons, then why would you hold on to the memory of that? Why wouldn't you just respect it and say that was a beautiful moment and let it be? Because, you know, there are times that women come to me and say, you know, I wish I'd never left my last relationship. And I'd say, but it's ended. And that's the way it is, and there's a reason for that. And if you hold on to that, you can never ever start a new relationship in the way of true foundation and love. Because each relationship is sacred. Yes, that sacred relationship you had was sacred for the time that it was there. But if you overshadow another person who comes into your life, that is not only damaging to them, but it's damaging to you, because you can never ever feel love and experience love in a different way, because it's never going to be in the same way as what you once experienced. And let me tell you something else as well, guys. I experienced this for 20 years, and then one day I got the information that what my partner once felt for somebody, and then they rekindled it never worked out. So you've got to understand that 9 times out of 10, what you hold on to in your head, what you think is going to be beautiful, is only your illusion of what your heart wants. But it's not the reality. 9 times out of 10, it's that, don't get me wrong, there are times when you can rekindle a flame, and that is a perfect balance and how it's meant to be, and that there are times when it happens. So don't let me say it doesn't, because it does. I know 2 souls who it happened to, and they rekindled and got married, and they're happy and they're living a lovely life, okay? But I'm talking about in general. I'm saying this because I've seen the pain and hurt that you could cause somebody who's come into your life who you love, and then you look back on your life and wish you hadn't. So I think the message today ultimately is to honour what you had with a past love. Honour it. Honour it with all your heart, but don't bring that into a new relationship. Don't measure that relationship with a new relationship, because I promise you, you will never move on to happiness. You will only delude yourself, you will make yourself blind, and you will kill your spiritual growth, and you will certainly never love as your heart wants to love. Sometimes it's better to let go and move on and say thank you, and never forget and respect the time that you shared together when you loved each other. But now the time is that you shared, and that love and that time, and you honour it, but now it's time to move on and to honour and cherish and love a new relationship. So I think that too is important for all of us, because I have been there as well, in the same position as wishing, or maybe what could have, should have, in a relationship. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. The best way to tackle this, guys, is to look up and say, okay, there is a bigger picture to all of this, and if we were meant to be together, we would have been together. We would still be together. So I honour that, and now I honour my new path by opening myself up to new love, new experiences, and a new life. And I believe with my hand on my heart, you deserve a love that comes into your life, fresh, loving, kind experiences, challenges, tests, difficulties that help you grow. That is what relationships are about. So never ever try your best to overshadow any new relationship with your old relationships. Let them go with love and honour them, and then honour your new relationships in whatever way they are, however challenging, however difficult, and however short or long that may be. That would be my message today. I'm not sure if I've really tackled it fully, but you know how it works. It's about 10 minutes long, guys. I could have talked about this topic for days and days and days. The other side of this conversation is whoever is on the receiving end of it. The one thing I want to say to you guys and girls is this: you will never replace that person. And you know what? I don't want you to. And you know why? Because you are beautiful in your uniqueness. And there is nobody that can measure up to your love and purity in the way that you are. You are unique and special in the way that you are. And that's why the person who's come into your life is in your life. So don't you feel any pain or suffering, and don't you measure yourself to what your partner is saying about that person. Respect it and say, I'm so pleased that you shared that love between you, and that was a beautiful moment for you. Don't fight, don't get upset, and don't please ever look at yourself as a lesser person, as that person that your partner is talking about, because you're not, because she or he wouldn't be with you now. Trust me. You are amazing. You are amazing, powerful and beautiful, and there is nobody like you in this world, let me tell you. And I'll tell you something else. If you were to leave this relationship, your partner would say the same thing about you when you're gone. So that's how it works sometimes. So remember, you are beautiful and you are amazing. And if you're watching this and you're going through that right now, then synchronicity is Spirit's helping hand who's brought you here today to remind you that you are your power and you are amazing, and there's nobody as beautiful, as equal as you in this world, because you shine a unique light in this world that I think you are adorable and amazing. So Be proud of yourself and know that nobody else can overshadow you, because you are the only one, unique and beautiful in every way. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Keep shining, keep learning, and you know what? Even though we fall and make mistakes, just be present to them and feel them. Close your eyes and ask yourself why that happened. It's a great way to live, because the more you question yourself, the more you're able to really listen within and hear the information that helps you grow, because you're here to enjoy your life as well as feel pain and suffering. So try and enjoy your life today. Have a great day from my heart to yours.